in the last couple of matches. Yeah, they did beat Sheffield United before 2 match days ago, and I think they won their match after that. I don't know, but Manchester United play Manchester United's have played well. Well, they've had one loss this season, and that was against Crystal Palace. I reckon, not really much to say about this match, but I reckon a 1-0 win to Manchester United. Moving on is Sheffield United against Southampton. Well, I mean, they've only just came back. Sheffield United have only just came back from Stamford Bridge, as they in a 2-2 draw at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea, from that own goal by Zuma, who they only just recalled from loan from Everton. My arch enemies. I reckon Southampton have been on form. I know they might have lost to Liverpool and Burnley in their they might have lost their two opening games, but they did get their first 3 points at Brighton. That's where they got their first 3 points, and then I'm getting always muddled up. But I reckon a 1-0 win to Sheffield United. Moving on, Brighton against Burnley. I reckon, well, I know Brighton are playing. Well, they weren't on form in their game against Southampton. Yeah, they did lost 2-0. On the other hand, Burnley, they played okay. They've only just they haven't been playing well, because they've only just came back from their 4-0 loss. I mean, their 3-0 loss to Liverpool. I think I keep saying it's 4-0 to Liverpool. God, but well, it might be a tough. I know Burnley won both away last season. Burnley won both away, and did you know Burnley won both home and away games to Brighton last season in a 3-1 win at the Amex and a 1-0 win at Turf Moor. But this time, I think Brighton will get it this year. This time, at the Amex, I reckon a 2-0 win. Moving on, it's a bigger match, Wolves versus Chelsea. Wolves have been alright. They drew 1-1 against Burnley. But matchday 4, absolute disgrace. Losing 3-2 to Everton, which I hate, but it just happens normally. Wolves against Chelsea, but well, I mean, last season it was 2-1 to Wolves in this fixture at home. I mean, Wolves got into the semi-finals of the FA Cup last year, but were knocked out by Watford, which they surely should have won because they were the better side. But talking about that, I think the Wolves are the better side on paper, even though Chelsea nearly beat Wolves at Stamford Bridge. But unfortunately they drew 1-1 because they were 1-0 down for like ages, and then late Hazard equalised. It's probably why Real Madrid wanted them. But you know, Chelsea have lost their star player Eden Hazard, because probably if they still had Eden Hazard, I'd already just still say yes. But my scoreboard, I reckon a 0-0 draw. Don't think anyone's gonna get these are gonna split, so I reckon a 0-0 draw. Coming up at the last of Saturday night football, kick off at 5:30. Norwich City against Manchester City. I reckon Manchester City play well. They have been playing well in their last 2 matches. In fact, they've won their last 2 matches, I think. Yeah, but they drew on match day. They won 5-0 on the opening match day against West Ham. They drew 2-2 at the Etihad in their first home game against Tottenham. And then they played Bournemouth and won 3-0 on match day 3. And then on match day 4 they played someone, but anyways, I reckon a 3-0 win to Manchester City because Norwich haven't been on form. Okay, coming up on the first of Super Sunday is Bournemouth against Everton, live at the Vitality Stadium. Well, I mean, last season it ended 2-2, and then at Goodison Park it ended 2-0 to Everton, but I think there isn't going to be anything. I reckon, I mean, Everton have been on form. They've only just came back from a 3-2 home game to Wolves. Just ignore that, but I reckon a 2-0 win to Everton. Gylfi Sigurdsson and Richarlison, even though I'm a Red fan. Okay, next up is Watford versus Arsenal. I mean, do you think, last season, I think it ended 1-0 to Arsenal, and then 3-1 to Arsenal, 2-0 to Arsenal at the Emirates last season. But this fixture, I think Arsenal will win again. I think it's an easy tie, so easy fixture, so I reckon 3-0 Arsenal. Okay, coming down to the last game is Monday Night Football at 8 o'clock, Aston Villa versus West Ham United. Well, they've only just came back from a 1-0 loss to Crystal Palace, but I reckon that they will get that. Well, I mean, they beat Everton, who were able to beat West Ham last season, but unfortunately West Ham United didn't beat Everton at home 3-1, but then when West Ham went home they lost 2-0 to Everton. But Aston Villa, they won 2-0 against Everton, but on match day 3, but on match day 4, sad. You know what, they've only got 3 points, Aston Villa, but they still stay but you know, opening match day, losing 3-1, took the lead, but then they just conceded 3 goals and lost 3-1. Then match day 2 lost in their first home game to Bournemouth 2-1. Then they got their first home win, and that was against Everton. They got their first 3 points, and then you know what, it was good. So you know, they lost Crystal Palace last week, but I reckon it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Okay, thank you for watching my score predictions for matchday 5 in the Premier League, and I hope to see you in my next Premier League prediction video when I do it. I am a bit forgetful sometimes, but hopefully I'll be able to do matchday 6 as well. So thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video I do on this channel. Thank you.